cheer of relief after months of court appearances, arrests, some just for holding up signs in support of Palestine Action, all triggered by the British government's decision to ban the group as a terrorist organisation. The decision now ruled unlawful by the UK High Court.
I just think this is a magnificent day for everybody, not from a partisan point of view, but for democracy, because I think everyone who saw all those thousands of people carried into police vans in Parliament Square, everyone in Britain felt this isn't Britain. And so this is really a great day for everybody, wherever you stand.
So obviously it's amazing, isn't it? And a bit of good news in an absolutely mad, chaotic world, isn't it? And
I cried. I just cried over it because it's just the best outcome possible.
This is a significant defeat for the government, and supporters outside the court here say they've been vindicated. The ban, however, remains in place until a further hearing later this month, which will decide what happens next, and that includes the possibility of a government appeal. Watching on from an undisclosed location due to safety concerns, the group's co-founder, Huda Ammori.
I think every single person who stood up against this ban is incredible. There has been so much support and outrage created by this ban, and they should have never been arrested.
It was last July when the organisation was classified as a terrorist entity, the Home Secretary at the time saying its actions went beyond that of a regular protest group. This is the incident that was cited by ministers as the trigger for the ban. Palestine Action activists seen here breaking into the UK's largest air force base and spraying red paint over military planes. The government said this crossed a line into an action threatening national security and moved to pass legislation to prohibit the group. Since the ban took effect, police carried out 2,700 arrests at demonstrations and other actions of support for the group. But the threat of arrest or the heavy police presence didn't deter those protesting against what they said was the misuse of counter-terror powers to crack down on legitimate gatherings. It put pressure on already strained police forces and the judicial system, adding to backlogs that were already there. The UK Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood says she rejects the court's ruling and that the government will appeal. But the politics of this decision cut both ways. It's highlighted the thorny issue of what's considered legitimate protest and what's considered a criminal act, and how far the state can go to shut down political expression and the right to protest. Sonia Gallego, Al Jazeera, London.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.